Hey everybody, what's going on, and welcome to Guns N' Roses Central. And today we're talking about 5 things you may or may not have known about the Guns N' Roses cover of the Rolling Stones song Sympathy for the Devil. Now, this was the last song that Slash, Duff, and Axl would play on, and it would also be a source of tension between the band, especially Axl Rose and Slash. However, in an interview that Slash did for the song, when it first was released, he actually expressed his happiness with how the version turned out. Here's what he had to say.
Slash plans to tour with Snake Pit in February, but fans must be wondering when to expect the next Guns N' Roses record.
We've been talking about it for the last year. We just haven't really, with the absence of Gilby, there was a hole in the band there. Then there was a new guy that came in, but we haven't really all come to a cohesive decision as to what exactly we're going to do.
With no album on the way just yet, fans of the full band will have to be satisfied with their cover of Sympathy for the Devil on the soundtrack of the new Tom Cruise movie, Interview with the Vampire.
It was an offer that I thought it was a great plot to get Guns more or less together and just start working as a unit. But I think we pulled it off really well compared to like a lot of other bands that would have been offered to do it that I don't think could have really gotten to the vibe as well.
Meanwhile, Slash may be embarking on a different kind of performance career with an appearance next season on Tales from the Crypt.
I don't have an acting career. I only did it because it's Tales, and that's my all-time favorite TV show. I'm like the cool DJ that's got the primetime slot.
That was definitely cool. Thanks a lot.
Here's a quick look at the movie Interview with a Vampire. We'll be right back.
Number 2, even though Slash thought it would be a good idea to get the band in the recording studio to get their creative juices flowing so that they could work on the next Guns record, Slash went and saw the screening of Interview with the Vampire and hated it and told the movie company that they could just use the Stones version of the song. However, Axl went and saw the movie and loved it and agreed to do the cover.
Guns N' Roses' recent top 10 hit, Sympathy for the Devil, may have sparked a rift in the band. Lead guitarist Slash said this week that he disagreed with Axl Rose's decision to record the song used in the hit movie Interview with a Vampire, and reveals he even hated the film itself.
Tom Cruise as Lestat? I don't think so. I think it's going to be pretty lousy. But I went to go see the screening anyway, as a favor. And the Stones version was in there at the time. And I thought it's fine, because the movie bored me to tears.
I can't stand this any longer.
And Axl, of course, always being my nemesis, right, went and saw it and loved it. So he goes, let's do the song. So I thought, well, it'd be a great vehicle to get everybody's creative juices flowing and sort of start getting geared towards the next Guns record.
One happy family.
Number 3, Gilby Clarke was still a member of Guns N' Roses when the band actually recorded Sympathy for the Devil. However, he never played on the song. Now, in an interview he did in 2013 with Songfacts.com, he was asked, what do you remember about Guns N' Roses' recording of Sympathy for the Devil? I remember hearing somewhere that band members said they could sense that that was the ending of the band. Did you have any sense that was either the ending or the beginning of the end for the band right there? Gilby said, I might say yes and no on that. I wasn't involved with Sympathy for the Devil recording. They did that while I was on the road touring for my solo record. I knew that was the ending because nobody told me about it. Officially, I was in the band at the time, and they did that song without me. That was one of the last straws for me because nobody had said anything to me, and they recorded a song by one of my favorite bands. It was pretty clear that I'm a big Rolling Stones fan, and they recorded the song without me. So I knew that was it. My official end was actually the last show of the tour. Axl was jokingly saying bye to everybody, but he was really saying bye to everybody. He even came up to me and said, hey, enjoy your last show. At that point, I thought he was being funny, but he wasn't being funny. He knows what he's doing. He's a smart guy. So I knew it was the end of the last show. Number 4, Slash wasn't very happy that Axl brought in his friend Paul Tobias to put rhythm guitar on the track, and especially on the first guitar solo, he put answers on Slash's solo. Here's what he had to say about that.
Then Axl went on to go do the vocals, and he brought another guitar player with him, who's a guy that's from Indiana who I can't stand. And he sort of added a little rhythm guitar there, but he also put little answers on my guitar solo, my first one. There's 2 solos in the song. The first one, if you listen to it, you'll hear my guitar, and then you'll hear this little tinny little thing in the background. And so that, monster. As a result, we ended up doing another cover song of a song that didn't need to be covered for a lame movie, and it didn't do anything for the band. So it was an effort made, but an effort that was wasted too.
Number 5, Duff McKagan was actually sober during the recording of Sympathy for the Devil, and he talked about it in an interview he did with the Onion AV Club in May of 2011. He was talking about the atmosphere when recording Sympathy for the Devil. He said, "It wasn't good. The huge difference for me was I was sober, so I was rising, you know. I was really focused on reclaiming my life, and I knew very much that I survived something. I really gave up. At 29 years old, I told myself if I live till 30, I'll be lucky, and I was cool with that. It wasn't a morbid thought. I was like, fuck it, live fast, die young. And I realized at 30 or 31 that I had a chance to become the guy the 14-year-old me had envisioned. So the band was secondary to that goal at that point. It wasn't the band first and me second. It was me first. So my whole outlook on what was happening in the session didn't take over the whole fucking thing. I saw it for what it was. Paul Hughie, Axel's friend, the guitar player guy, really saw an opportunity. I saw opportunities being taken advantage of, or I saw management freaking out. I saw Slash in the fucking awful black and dark malaise, and Matt had gotten sober. A lot of people were coming to me, management and the record company. I didn't get a second to be sober, and they said, now that you're sober, you got to save this thing. And I really kind of thought I did for the first year or two, because so many people were saying that to me. I started to figure out my second year of sobriety, oh, I don't have to do this shit. So that does it for 5 things you may or may not have known about Guns N' Roses' cover of the Rolling Stones song Sympathy for the Devil. Thanks for watching, everybody. Put your comments down below in the comment section. How do you guys like the song? Is it a good song, or you think it's one of GNR's weaker songs? Comment down below and let me know. And be sure to subscribe if you love Guns N' Roses as much as me. And be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links to my social media pages are down below. And you guys can also support this channel on Patreon if you want to see more content just like this. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have yourself a good day.